So sorry, Sneha, I seem to have lost the connection. We're just waiting for Sneha to join back.
I'm so sorry
Sneha,
about
I'm really
this.
sorry.
I don't know what is happening.
I don't know why it went off, but hopefully this is much clearer anyway.
Yes, thank God. And I'm so sorry all of y'all who joined in, not being able to do justice. Sorry about that. Okay, so now that we're back, I just want to like sort of bring you back to things. So my gulab jamuns are ready, and this is how tiny they are. They're small little bite-sized pieces, and my oil is ready to fry. So I'm just gonna fry them in.
So Sneha, while you're frying them, can I just ask you a couple of questions? There are some questions coming in. One of them is, you know, what is the sugar replacement if one wants to make it even more healthy than you had? So you mentioned that we could use jaggery, some gur.
Right. Yes.
And gur would work the same way. We make a syrup with the gur.
Absolutely.
And you're saying instead of deep frying, we can actually use an air fryer.
Air fryer. Yes.
Okay, great.
In fact, there's a fellow influencer who just sort of put up a way of doing this. She made it in like a podi dish. Sorry, not podi. A paniyaram dish where she just added a little bit of oil and then she cooked it on the stove. That is also a great method of doing it. But because they're so tiny, I would suggest brushing them with oil and then adding them. Putting them into the air fryer.
Lovely. Oh my God, look at those little gulab jamuns.
I know, they're so cute.
I know, they're really sweet.
Now, I won't feel guilty about eating them now because of the size. I think they're absolutely appropriate for me to eat.
Lovely. Are you going to actually be making them for your Diwali lunch or dinner with your family?
I am going to be making a lot of sweets. I'm going to go all out for sure.
Fantastic.
I love Diwali for the sweets, and you know, being a Marwadi, I feel like we have so many sweets served, and I love Diwali for the sweets. Okay, so we've got our gulab jamun now ready, and they're golden brown, beautifully colored. So I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do is just put this into the sugar syrup that we have ready.
Okay.
Because it's hot right now, it'll nicely soak up all the sweetness of the sugar syrup. So I'll just bring it here.
So I'm still getting a lot of questions about your utensils. Sneha has already explained that these are some of her family utensils, which her mother has had for a long time. So she's using her own pital kade brass.
Yeah, they're brass.
Now the question, can you use regular milk? Yes, you can, but Sneha is now today making a vegan gulab jamun, so she's not using regular milk.
Yes. You can. Yes, absolutely. All right. So while this is frying, and I have soaked my gulab jamuns, which were fried, into the sugar syrup. All right.
Okay.
And now I can take some questions if you're. Yep. What are you making? We're making vegan gulab jamuns.
Sneha is making vegan gulab jamuns. Vegan gulab jamuns. So, sorry, I'm just answering some questions. That's right. And vegan means she's not using any milk to make her. Yeah, answering some questions.
Yes. No milk or milk products. All right, so this is all done.
Sneha, can you teach us pista lodge?
Okay, yeah, but not soon, hopefully, just not today.
No. I think we'll have to do another live with Sneha.
We must do another one. Okay, so for people who are a little extra health conscious, what you could do is sort of take this out of the oil and then put it on a tissue paper to let it soak all the extra oil and then add it to the sugar syrup.
Soak, yeah.
Yeah. So this is done. Now I'm going to be putting the sugar syrup back on heat, which you will have to give me a minute for because it's really hot and I can't pick it up myself right now.
Of course. So for those who joined in late, Sneha Singhi, she's an amazing chef, extremely popular with Indian cooking. And she is making for us vegan gulab jamuns, which means she's not using any milk products or any fresh milk. And I don't know how it's even possible that she can make gulab jamuns without using milk. And that is really her talent. And she's very creative in her cooking, as you will see from her own page. And we are really, really privileged to have her with us today, making some healthy gulab jamuns. And we are actually hinting that we wish she can even make it more healthy than this is. So
I know, I wish so too. But today we'll just stick with this. All right, so I'm gonna add all the extra drained out.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna.
So they are soaking right now in the syrup.
Yes.
The little gulab, the mini gulab jamuns. How long do they have to soak, Sneha?
How long do they soak? About 2 minutes. Sorry, I'm so sorry. My bad. About 5 minutes. Sorry, I was just saying that I was adding saffron to this and a little bit of cardamom. This is gonna soak for about 5 to 6 minutes. Of course, if they're bigger in size, they'll need some more time.
Mm-hmm.
But once you see them get heavy, you know that they're ready.
Right. Okay.
So, for today's... Sorry, my bad. Please, Mana, go ahead.
No, carry on.
No, I was just saying for today's session, I've obviously made more mithai, which I'm so excited about because once this session is done, I'm totally going to dig into all of this. Hi, Mala, were you saying something?
No, I'm watching you.
Oh, okay. No, I'm done.
I'm
now that this is
reading the comments and trying to pick up some questions. Okay, and somebody says, can you repeat the whole recipe again? I joined late. Unfortunately, I don't think Sneha or Amala can repeat the session from the beginning, but I'm sure you'll be able to see it in our page at a later stage.
Yes, absolutely. But I just sort of put in like a small thing. All we did was take bread, add some coconut milk, made it into a dough, made it into round balls, fried them up, and then soaked them in sugar syrup. That's all we've done as of now. And now it's soaking on low heat, and it should be ready in absolutely no time. And then we're gonna plate it, and I shall show you my table, which is ready.
Beautiful. So your fans, Sneha, they want your signature dig in with the gulab jamuns, and they want to know where you've studied your.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna get that.
So I think we've covered that already.
Okay, so I've we've already covered that, but I will do the dig in. All right, so I just want to show you this is done.
And
it's come to a boil and these are ready.
Oh, wow. They look so legit. Oh my goodness. I have to try them. Wow. That's fantastic, Sneha. So this is not obviously the first time you're doing them. You make them as a regular thing, or? I can't hear Sneha now. I don't
sorry,
know.
can you hear me now? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I didn't turn the heat off before replying to your question. So I just want to tell you guys that please turn the heat off for 5 to 7 minutes. I mean, when they're soaking, I completely forgot to do that, but they are still great. So I'm happy about it. Now I'll just transfer this into a plate and plate it all up. But before that, can we just do the table decor? Mala, is that okay?
Yes, we are eagerly waiting to see your table decor.
Perfect.
the styling of your Diwali festival.
Yes, I need to get this off my tripod and show you. Just give me a minute. So what I've done is kept it really simple and used everything that I have at home, everything brass and everything beautiful basically. And I'm gonna shift my camera angle to show you my table, which is this. So, just give me a second. Sorry. All right, so
Lovely.
we start with, here we've got our dal ka halwa, and I've put it in a plain, simple pital dish. And what I did was I used a cake mold or a cake ring to sort of shape it, put it into shape, and then garnish it with pistachios and almonds and some kesar on top. And I have like a lot of showpieces of sorts, or like whatever you call them. I mean, here and there, all sorts of trinkets, which I use a lot for plating. And, like some small little things that people keep sending for Diwali have been added here.
Lovely, so bright and colorful.
Yes. Thank you. Now we've got
and
some
marigold
diyas here. Yeah, which I've sort of filled in with flowers.
Beautiful.
And again, some pital ka matkis, and also added some water to this with flowers. And these urlis, I absolutely feel like this just adds so much more to any decor.
Oh.
Right. And now I
To
want
a
to show
table
you. So
setting.
we made katli. So we made kaju katli today, and what we did was we added the bundi in the bottom and then added one small piece of kaju katli. So this katli is also vegan, and I mean they've set a little bit now, but because they were made fresh, you are not exactly getting the great shape or look of it, but these look so pretty. And the fact that you could just pick it up and have it as a completely different dessert is what I like most. And then we've got our gulab jamun that we just made. Yes, thank you.
You've got 2 desserts on your table?
We've got 3 desserts. We've got one katli with some bundi. We've got dal ka halwa, and we've got the gulab jamun. So this is my table decor.
And the dish that you've put the gulab jamuns in, is that made of?
So this is made of clay. This is like a tawa. It's a clay tawa. Yeah, mitti ka tawa.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice.
And I've also used.
So are you familiar with some of the serving dishes that we have at Amala?
Yes, of course, they're beautiful. I've bought some. I bought so many.
Have you used any of the dishes that?
I have. I bought these copper wine glasses, and I also bought these biryani handi, because I want to make my biryani in a pital ka dish, and it's really nice. And that's exactly what I was telling everyone earlier as well. Like, I did this session where I sort of tagged a lot of places, and Amala has all of them under one space, which is just great. In fact, even clothes.
That's really fantastic. The table is looking amazing with your diyas, your marigold, the brass, everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So is there anything else you want to tell on your?
No, I just want to say that, of course, we're going to be saving this live session. And if the quality of it wasn't that great, I'm going to be putting up another recipe so that y'all can see along with the pictures and the videos of my table decor, so that y'all don't miss anything. Because obviously, Mala, we had like a little bit of a mess up because of the connection. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say that day before yesterday, I bought this really amazing coordinated set of clothes from Amala, and I was just going through the website, and I was like, what all do they have? And I actually ended up shopping quite a lot of ragi cookies and almond cookies and whatnot. So I know that I'm going to
Oh,
be indulging for sure, but
I
I'm
know.
obviously eating good, healthy desserts. So I'm excited about that.
Wonderful. We loved what you made. We loved your styling. We loved your food
Thank you
styling,
so
and
much.
we loved what you made. I'm going to try those gulab jamuns for sure.
Please do. Please do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and I'll see
Thank
you
you.
again very soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Mala. See you. So nice speaking to you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.